It is our third day in Rome. In the morning, we have separate itineraries. I started the day in St. Peter's Basilica in Vatican. It was the largest church in the world and one of the most famous ones. At 7:45, there was already a queue of people lining up to get into the church. It took me about 15 minutes to enter it. It was very huge inside and luxuriously decorated. Unlucky for me, a number of iconic works in the church, including Bernini's Baldacchino and the Chair of St. Peter, and Michelangelo's Pieta were covered and under the renovation for Jubilee in 2025. In front of the Basilica was St. Peter's Plaza. The layout you see today was designed by Bernini. This is the Vatican obelisk, taken from Egypt in Roman Empire time and was moved to the St. Peter's Plaza in 16th century. Then I walked to the Castel Sant'Angelo. The castle is also the mausoleum of Hadrian, and it was later used as a fortress by the popes. In front of the castle is San Angelo Bridge, which was, unfortunately again, under the renovation for the Jubilee.
While Raphael was exploring classic Rome scenery, I went to the Basilica of San Giovanni in Laterano, which was also one of the most important churches of this city. It is the oldest and the highest ranking of the 4 major papal basilicas in Rome. It is also the mother church of all Catholic Christianity and the oldest church in the Western world. It serves as the seat of the Bishop of Rome, which is the Pope. It is a huge church with Baroque-style decoration. I then went around the corner to get a quick look at the Aurelian Walls, which was built between 271 AD and 275 AD by Emperor Aurelian. These walls still surround the historical center of Rome. You could view the walls in different areas in the city. Then I crossed the Tiber River to visit Chiesa di Francesco a Ripa to see another Bernini's masterpiece. This is called Blessed Ludovica Albertoni. It is dedicated Ludovica, a Roman noblewoman who was also buried in this church. This little chapel that hosts the statue was originally closed by a red velvet rope when I arrived. I thought I might need to view Bernini's work from the distance. But then a nice old gentleman tied up the rope and allowed me to step closer to the work. Who knows, he might be the God's agent who came to help me. It was a divine moment for me in this magical city. Then I visited 2 more old churches here. One is Santa Cecilia, which is a 5th century church. Another one was the Basilica of Santa Maria in Trastevere, which was one of the oldest churches in Rome. I got a chance to stroll the Trastevere district during the church's visit this morning. It is a more residential, a quieter area than the historical center. It's time to meet Raphael. Maybe I was hungry or tired. I had the best meal near Vatican City. This lunch included handmade pasta, grilled salmon, and baked potato. The delicious food geared us up to the afternoon visit to the Vatican Museum.
We have entered the Vatican Museum and it is absolutely packed. I have rented an audio guide and then a map, so let's go.
This is Monte Museum, which houses about 1,000 sculptures and busts of deities and Roman emperors, including Hadrian and Trajan. There's also a huge standing statue of Augustus.
In this, whatever this hall's name is, there is like a net cover the roof, so I have a theory because it can prevent the bird flying in here and shitting on these beautiful statues, so that's why I think.
Well, this is called Octagonal Court, which hosts the famous Laocoön sculpture. This masterpiece tells the tragic story of Laocoön and his 2 sons killed by sea serpents during Trojan War. Then to the Pio Clementino Museum, which shows the famous Belvedere Torso. It is a broken marble statue of a man, and it was admired by Michelangelo throughout his lifetime. Through the Gallery of Tapestry, we arrive at the marvelous Gallery of Map, which was one of the most beautiful corridors of the Vatican. It has a luxuriously decorated ceiling with golden adornments and elegant fresco. Following the route, we entered the Raphael rooms, a series of chambers adorned with some of Raphael's most iconic frescoes, including the famous School of Athens. These frescoes show a gathering of ancient philosophers, mathematicians, and scientists. Plato and Aristotle feature in the very center of the piece. Raphael painted himself in the far right corner, looking at the viewers. The last stop in the museum is the Sistine Chapel, which is a still spiritual place that hosts the Pope election. Filming is not allowed, so I show you the online resources here. The chapel was famous for the Michelangelo's frescoes. On the ceiling, Michelangelo followed the chronological order of the stories of the Book of Genesis. He painted multiple scenes, including the famous creation of Adam. He also designed the west wall of his chapel, which is a huge painting called The Last Judgment. After the visit, I had a delicious ice cream and paid a short visit to St. Peter's Piazza. I took a photo that mirrors the one that I captured 11 years ago in front of St. Peter's Basilica. My life has dramatically changed within all these years, but the scenery here remained largely the same. Standing the test of time, these Roman marvels continue to shine in their eternal glory. The last stop of the day was Colosseum. I didn't go inside, but I just took an Instagram-inspired sunset photo.